wine, beer, spirit, or pop culture reference. You thought you could surprise me, Eccles? I surprised you with my preparation, man.
Oh shit! You mean you did some work more than 5 minutes before the show?
It's very possible. This is where I'm going to give a term to the panel and everybody watching and commenting live, as they ought to do every Tuesday night around 7:30-ish Pacific at WeLikeDrinking.com/show or on YouTube. Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the bell and leave a comment below. No slaw, extra toast. The term this week is, and they have to tell me, is it a wine term, a beer term, a spirit term, or some sort of pop culture reference? The term this week is Allyl Thiosulfinate. Is Allyl Thiosulfinate a wine, a beer, a spirit, or some sort of pop culture reference? Don't look at the comments because I'm sure JVB has it. Jeff Eccles.
Obviously, it's a tough call now. Originally, this was going to be a pop culture reference, but since I am drinking no slaw extra toast tonight, I've thrown a wrinkle into this. What is it again?
Allyl Thiosulfinate.
Allyl Thiosulfinate is the chemical term for country time smoke.
Wow. Jeff Eccles says as a pop culture term that it is the
it's possibly a beer term now.
The chemical name for the country time lemonade smoke taint.
Flavor.
John Ruyak, Allyl Thiosulfinate, and do you want to ask me a question that Eccles totally botched and didn't ask?
So I watched a lot of CSI, so I know alleles are kind of a gene expression. So that's kind of weird. Oh my goodness. Lori, have you been reading our show notes? Anyway,
should I spell it?
No,
I don't. It won't be here till tomorrow. It'll be longer.
As a
than
biology
your story.
teacher, it's driving me crazy because if you knew how allele was spelled, you wouldn't think that it was a genetics thing.
Well, it can't be a genetics thing when it's attached to a thiosulfinate. It's a molecule of some sort.
Jeff Solomon.
Okay. All right.
Jeff Solomon. Brad, watching the show live, wants to ask if you can spell it, please.
No, I can't. I never learned how to read. Allyl Thiosulfinate is two words. The first word, allele, is ALLYL. Second word, THIOSULFINATE. Allyl Thiosulfinate.
Jeff Solomon.
Yeah.
Could you please type that shit in the show notes for me? So
I could.
Would you please?
I could do a lot of things.
Would you?
I have to listen. I will. But first, don't tell me how to do my job, okay? We're the dirty laundry on air. We're breaking the fourth wall. Shut your goddamn mouth, okay, Jeff Eccles? Now, John, what is it?
What is allyl thiosulfinate? It's a molecule of some sort, and I'm going to think it's some sort of pop culture reference that has to do with
Country Time Lemonade.
No, it must be some chemical they spray on the sidelines of an NFL game to make sure the paint doesn't spread all over the artificial turf.
So Ruyak thinks that allyl thiosulfinate is a chemical that they spray over the sidelines at a football game to make sure that the
paint doesn't
run off of the artificial turf. Apparently, he doesn't know that when they do artificial turf at professional stadiums, they actually make plastic that is the color of those different things and sew them in so it will not run away.
Oh, you know, it's not like Little League baseball games where they run out there with the chalk and run up the.
Is it the Jets and the Giants, like they play in the same stadium? And I believe they just have like a zipper that at the end zones, and they unzip the Jets and then they flip it upside down and then they zip it back and make it the Giants.
Lori from Docena Wines is very adamant that this is a beer term and that it's a contaminant, and that Solomon's Hometown Festival is a big hint as to what this may be.
Oh, wow. Well, you know, Lori's always trying to make it about her. Allyl thiosulfinate is a thioester of sulfanic acid, also known as allicin. It is an oily and slightly yellow liquid that gives garlic its unique odor. I'm going to say that it is a pop culture reference, and I'm going to give all the points to Lori of Docena Wines because, yeah, it's exactly. I earlier I Googled, what's the name for the smell of garlic? And that's what I got. Allyl thiosulfinate. It is a popular cultural reference. It's the smell when you drive through Gilroy on a summer morning.
I'll say it. Moving on.